Hi, I'm Walker&Williams and welcome to yet another video. So on this one, we actually started and finished this renovation before we started the YouTube channel. So we haven't got too much footage, but we're going to see what we've got and see if we can amalgamate it into the video as seamlessly as possible. Billy's going to try that for us. This property, I can't go into too much detail in terms of location and that sort of thing because it's actually going to be a children's care home that we've renovated. Empty for about 14 years. We bought the property, it was a complete wreck, spent a fortune making it as beautiful and as homely as possible for the children, and then we've handed it over to a business that I invest in. Let's go and have a look. So as you come in through the front door, you're greeted by the first door on the left, which is our office. Now, the thing is with these homes, they have to be safe, secure, but one of the most important things, generally and certainly to me, is to make sure that it actually feels like a real home. So we want to minimize as much of the sort of commercial and as much of the health and safety stuff as possible so that it's seamless and when you walk around, you don't really notice that and it looks like any other normal home. So we've got a small bed up here on the bunk bed, which is for team members if they need to stay over the night. Below that we've got the office, got the monitor for the CCTV covering the whole site. Then we've got the safes if anyone needs medication or that sort of thing. And behind the door we've put a shower in. Again, if team members need to stay over overnight, they can have a shower in the morning, have a good night's sleep. From the office, we now go through to the first living room. I say first living room because this property is lucky enough to have 2 living rooms. That's great because it means that we have up to 4 children living here at any one time, and if they have a dispute or 2 are slightly older than 2 others, they can share living rooms. This one they can play Xbox, PlayStation, which we provide, or if they want to watch TV they can go next door. So it really just makes less arguments, makes it a bit easier. Through this door we have a loo. We've installed that so that guests and visitors to the property don't have to go upstairs to where the bedrooms are to go to the toilet. It's nice and light and bright. Big windows. It's quite a relatively small room relative to the amount of windows we have. So there's 3 windows, 2 are double width, overlooking the beautiful garden and overlooking the driveway. We put the blinds in because we found that with the roller blinds, you're either open or you're closed, which means it's either dark in here or you've got people looking at you. With these Venetian blinds, it means that you can tilt them, you get the benefit of having the light, but people can't see in, so you get the best of both worlds, privacy and good light. So this is living room number 2. It's equally good size and has just as much natural light. Corner sofa, and I love the way Laura's put the dark brick wallpaper. If I'd seen that before it went up, I probably wouldn't have gone for it, to be honest. But I think the room is tall enough, wide enough and bright enough to carry it, and I think it looks really, really good and matches with the grey sofas. Another 50-inch TV on the wall with plenty of space below to store what children want, you know, sort of games, puzzles, PlayStation, Xbox consoles and all that sort of thing, skyboxes. They can all neatly go in underneath where the fireplace used to be and supply the 50-inch TV there. It's got a really, really nice feel. I don't know if you've experienced this, but when you go into properties, I definitely get a feel for them. And this has got a really nice homely feel to it when you walk in, really warm and inviting. So we're now in bedroom 1. As you can see, it's set up for a young person ready to arrive. We've mixed up the rooms, so some are blue and some are pink, you know, generically being masculine and feminine, but we could change it in a heartbeat. We've got loads of different bed covers and things downstairs in all different colours. We provided toothpaste, toothbrushes, towels, sanitary wear for girls, and everything else that we can think of to help the children settle in at first. And if they have any special requests, of course, we can provide those. Each of the rooms has got its own safe if the children have anything valuable they wanna keep. It's got a smart TV, 38-inch, in this room. Every room is en suite, so they have their own private bathroom. Now we've got emergency lighting and the smoke alarm in the room. Smoke alarm's not really anything unusual these days. The emergency lighting's probably a bit different, so we've tried to keep it as small and as inconspicuous as possible. So each of the rooms has got a single bed, obviously, because the children sleep on their own. Wardrobes, laundry basket, side tables, lamps, And we've tried to decorate it with a bit of colour, but once a young person moves in, they can tell us what they would like, and we can even paint the walls for them if they want a different colour, put up posters. Obviously, if they're a little bit older, they're going to want something different than if they're a little bit younger. So we can tailor it to the young person. So this is just set up as a blank canvas, ready for somebody to make their home. Okay, let's have a look at the ensuite. So we've got the power shower, walk-in power shower with tray, sink, yet to put the mirror up. That's going to be going up shortly, and the loo. From bedroom 1, we're going to unfortunately skip bedroom 2. The reason being is because the company's been using it as an office currently, so there's a lot of private information and things in there, a lot of stuff that we can't really look at, so we're not going to go in that one, but it's just another bedroom. We've got 2 we can show over here. So through into bedroom 3, and as I said before, this one's pink with the pink effect, so this one's more typically for a young lady. Again, beautiful big window overlooking the driveway and the park. Wall hangings, mirrors, and that sort of thing. Towels and a floor mat. Again, another 38, 40-inch smart TV, wardrobes, and a single bed. This one's also en suite, just behind Billy there. We'll have a look at that. And it's the same again. We try to keep them as similar as we possibly can. The reason for that, like any family, it prevents arguments. So his room's bigger than mine, she's got a nicer bathroom, that sort of thing. So if everybody's got the same, hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll mean less arguing. So this is bedroom number 4, and it's my favourite bedroom in the house, and Billy hates this bedroom. The reason Billy hates this bedroom is because of all the natural light pouring in behind me. I'm more stood in the shadow and he can't quite get a shot. So my favourite room is Billy's worst room. Again, we've got a single bed and beautiful. The reason I love this bedroom so much is that you've got the view of the trees here. You're up in the trees like you're in a tree house, up at high first level trees, and then also you have a view of the cricket pitch across the way there. So really, really special views in this bedroom, and I just could imagine laying in bed there, looking out the window on a morning like this, sunny morning like today, and you feel like you're up in the trees and you could be anywhere in the world. Truly amazing. Again, en suite. This room, by the way, actually overhangs the building. I'll show you when we get outside. Another really good size en suite. You have an extra wide shower tray with the power shower, 8-inch power head, and also you've got the hand held shower as well. So if you want to have a shower and not get your hair wet, you can do that with a hand shower. Nice big sink, and I love the big sink because there's nothing worse than having to sort of gently and carefully wash your hands, brush your teeth. If you've got a nice big sink, you can make a lot of mess, which I like to do, and it all lands safely inside the sink. Storage underneath the sink for all your bits and bobs, and a toilet just to my left. This is my favourite kitchen across all of the properties that we have, and we've got quite a few, as you know. I don't know what it is about the kitchen, because we do have more expensive kitchens with more expensive finishes, but there's just something in the look that is absolutely perfect, and in the feel, which I get, you can't feel the ambiance of the room on the YouTubes, but believe me, it feels so nice in here. The island's a great addition. I love the stools and the kind of stitching work on them. You'll probably notice something a bit unusual for a property, which is that we've got 2 ovens. The reason for that is because we like to teach the children life skills, and one of the most important life skills is cooking, because good nutrition obviously leads to healthy mind, healthy heart, and it's the foundation for healthy living. So in order to teach children how to cook, bake, and get the right nutrition, we have 2 ovens so that we can do it hands-on. So one of the children has an oven for doing what they're watching, and one of the team members has one for the doing, and then they can compare at the end and see how they got on. So that's a really nice addition. We've got the Pro Breeze there because we are in the lower ground floor, which I'll show you outside in a second, and that just keeps the air in the room nice and cool and filtrated. Lovely white simple tiles on the back. Like I say, it's not the most expensive kitchen in the world, but it's just got a really, really nice finish and a really nice feel to it. Like a country cottage. Plenty of storage, drawers, more storage over here, microwave oven at the back there, and then you've got the sink with the window at the back, and then we're overlooking the trees and the back garden. Really, really nice space. American fridge plumbed in, so you've got the filtered water over here, and then through that door, you've got a bit of extra storage, washing and drying machines. Okay, across from the kitchen, we walk across the corridor and into the dining room. And this is a fantastic dining room. Down here, the children can work with the team, do homework and that sort of thing on this huge table that comfortably seats 10 for Sunday roasts and that sort of thing. The whole household can get around and enjoy a good meal. It's a brilliant space. There was an original cooker there that we had to remove, a cast iron, that used to operate off literally burning coal. And then through these double doors, out into the beautiful garden. Out in the garden, it's private and quiet. Bearing in mind that it's nearly lunchtime on a Monday, and listen to this. Amazing. So the location is incredible. It's such a private space for the children to be nurtured, play on the lawn, and just be kids. This is probably the biggest transition, is what this looked like before. I'm really hoping that we've got some footage, or at least a photo of what this looked like previously, so we can show you how far it's come. Down the bottom of the garden, down the left hand side, you'll see there's a flower bed that's been built in. That's so the children can grow their own flowers, and also so they can grow vegetables and learn about where food comes from, how to grow things, and then they can take it to the kitchen and use it in their own cooking. So I think that's really important because it shows where food comes from and how to grow things and bring things and nurture things up. So that's really important. Nice big space for playing football and that sort of thing. Just letting kids be kids, really. We flagged this entire area, so it's low maintenance. As you come around, there's a small table there for preparation. If the children want to have a barbecue or whatever, there's a little prep table there on the left. A little bit of storage, that's the right. On the right and on the left, there's a bit of a storage box, football goal posts, and then it wraps around the property. And actually, if you remember when we were upstairs, remember my favourite bedroom, Bill's worst bedroom? If you look straight up, I said it's actually overhanging the property. Have a look at that. Now, we've had David Taylor, our structural engineer from Partington's, come out and have a look at it, and he said that it's absolutely fine and it's solid as a rock. So it just looks a little bit precarious, but no, it's absolutely safe and fine. And I think it makes that bedroom even more special, because when you're laying on that bed, you know that you're actually overhanging the property, which is just super unusual, and I think really cool. Turbo HD CCTV everywhere on the outside of the property. Make sure that no baddies are trying to break in or anything, and that the kids are safe. And then we've got the garden shed for storage of the lawnmower, the hedge trimmer and that sort of thing. So we're back outside where we started. Just wanted to tell you a little bit about out here, because just like down in the garden, up here was an absolute mess. There were trees everywhere, hadn't been planted, you know, just sort of seeded off other trees. Brambles, 14 years-ish worth of brambles, and a shed at the bottom that Billy actually knocked down with a digger, and I think I might actually have a bit of footage with that, so we'll put that in if we've got it. Worth mentioning, these gates, I had these handmade by a local ironmonger, and they cost me 50% of the price of my first house. So the first house I ever bought, these gates and railings cost me half the price of that house. 23,000 quid, if you want to know. So these on top are called fleur-de-lis. So it's a French name for them. So if you ever see that shape, that's what it's called, a fleur-de-lis. The gates are super safe, sensors either side, so that if you cross the beam, it stops. It's soft close, so it's got a sensor at that end that means that if anything gets trapped, it touches it, it can feel it and backs off. Flashing light to let you know that it's about to open or close. So it's really safe. And just in case you're wondering, this is designed to keep people out, not keep our kids in. So this tree actually died, unfortunately. We were looking to keep it because I thought it's a beautiful feature, and it was a stunning tree. Unfortunately, I think all the movement has killed the tree. It wasn't deliberate, I promise. You know, we haven't touched the roots or anything. We put stones around it. You can see the time and effort we've gone to look after it. We've dog-legged the paving on the floor, so it's gone down here and turned and gone down here. Around the tree, we've tried to look after it, but nevertheless, it isn't happy and it's died. So it's going to be dangerous soon. So hopefully, actually this weekend, we've got somebody booked in to take this down, which is a shame because it really looked nice, particularly in the summer when it was all green. So this is going to be parking for the property, and you can see it's a great size, goes all the way down to the bottom, and the wires that you see on the left are going to be for light posts. So running all the way down here at night, we've got the up and down lights on the house, but we'll also have posts about that high that'll be illuminated running all the way down, which will just look absolutely beautiful, I think. The post that you can see sticking out at the end with the bag on it and the blue pipe. The blue pipe is water and the other pipe is waste. The reason for that is because originally we were going to build the company offices at the bottom here because we've got more than enough space for all the parking we need. So we thought, how can we utilize this space? Obvious, we'll build a nice office here and overlooking the cricket pitch, and it'll need a toilet and a kitchen, so you need water and waste. However, for loads of different reasons, the company's growing so quickly, it became apparent that this office, no matter how much of this land we use, the office wouldn't be big enough for the number of team members we have. So that was number one. So I think in the future, we are going to turn this into something. I think we're going to probably do an educational suite so that the children who need to be homeschooled can be homeschooled away from the house, so they feel like they're not, you know, working and living and eating and sleeping and whatever in the house. They actually have to walk somewhere different to a different building that's dedicated to education. So I think it's really important, particularly with the pandemic, you know, working from home. I've learned that for your mental health, it's really important that you get out of the house and you go somewhere else to work. At least for me, I think that was quite important. So for the kids, this will be a dedicated education suite. And it also means that any educators coming to the property don't have to go in the house. They can come straight to the classroom. So, and it's got a beautiful view over the cricket pitch. So if we were to build it, the idea is that we'd bring it all the way to the edge here, and then we'd have a platform coming out with glass bifold doors behind me, so that you can open the bifold doors in the summer, stand out on the veranda and have a look at the beautiful view. And in winter, you can close the bifold doors and you've still got the great view, but without the cold. Thanks ever so much for watching this as always. I hope you've enjoyed this video as much as Bill and I have enjoyed creating it. As you can probably tell, I'm really proud of this property, and I hope that comes across in the video and you can see why I'm so proud of this property. It's a very, very unique and special home. I cannot wait for the children to arrive and to enjoy this incredible space that we've created for them. Train. Thanks ever so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and comment in the description below if you have anything you'd like to add.